Oh God, you know what I look like? You know that GIF from Forrest Gump where he's like, do you know what I mean? God damn it. Hi, it's Trixie, and today we're gonna get in drag for Jawbreaker, the 25th anniversary. Today, we're getting in drag because we're hosting is it the 25th anniversary? It's not that I didn't know that, it's that I refuse to believe that this movie is 25 years old, but I guess here we are. We are hosting the 25th anniversary of the movie Jawbreaker, featuring Darren Stein, the writer and the director and all that. And then we're gonna have the cast of Jawbreaker, me, and we're gonna sit on stage and talk about in my opinion, one of the best movies ever. It is my all-time favorite movie, and this is proof that if you talk about one of your hyper focuses at length for 20 years of doing drag, eventually you will get chosen to go talk about that on stage for an honorarium of $400. So I think it's time to, I have this outfit that I had made for last Halloween, but then last Halloween, I forget what happened. It was, you guys, 2 years ago, my appendix got ripped out and I didn't get to do Halloween. So I have a Vylette costume. So when I got the call for this, I'll tell you more about it when we get started, but I'm gonna glue my brows down and we're gonna start turning into Vylette. Today's video is sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Look at me, a woman who is actively and currently, at the time of recording this, practicing deep self-care. And I know for me, BetterHelp is how I had my in to learning how to take better care of myself. We all have these things where if I just had one more day in the week, if I just had a little time off, if I just had like an afternoon, I would, figure out a way through this. But I'm telling you, being able to talk through things, I think of it this way. Sometimes my life is like a flow chart and everything gets so out of order when it's like the things I'm dealing with and I pull them apart are maybe not that harrowing, but if they're stacked up the wrong way in my brain, I really struggle. And so for me, talk therapy with BetterHelp is great because for my phone, for my computer, iPad, I can connect with a licensed therapist on my own time who's specifically cool with me being gay or specifically maybe interested in helping me with a family dynamic or a relationship issue. And I can log in and get the help I need and like go on with my day. Something else I also love about therapy is on BetterHelp, you get opened up to access to a bunch of different workshops. So sometimes I've attended online workshops with professionals talking you through PTSD, depression, relationship issues. You have an expert basically guiding you through an intro to that. It was really interesting. I even took a few about things I don't struggle with because it kind of helped me be more empathetic toward other people I know who struggle with that. You can pick a new therapist at any time for any reason. I picked a new therapist once just because the time zone was different. When I first started BetterHelp, you guys, I got matched in under 48 hours, which at that moment in my life last summer, that could not have come quick enough. Within 48 hours of signing up, I was in the spare bedroom of my house connecting with somebody who I could tell right away could help me. And it was life-saving. It was amazing. Let BetterHelp connect you with a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/Trixie Mattel or choose Trixie Mattel, the name of the channel, during sign up. You get a special discount on your first month. Let's get back to the video. Of all the times in my life, you guys, I just like my voice is out and I can't believe I have to talk all day. And then I have to talk tonight for this Jawbreaker event. And I'm gonna be on the microphone like, so Darren Stein, 25 years of Jawbreaker, how does it feel? And he's gonna be like, you don't look so good. And I'm gonna be like, what else is new? And the audience laughs and laughs. Oh my God, Trixie, you're so funny. You're so on the fly. I saw a comment on this Kelly Clarkson appearance that I did yesterday that was like, she finally got good at interviews. I was like, why does every compliment have to feel like it was written by my mother? And no, this isn't drugs, okay? This is medicine. Black Tower marijuana as medicine. So I have an idea for this makeup because in the film, Judy Greer's Vylette doesn't have like that much eye makeup on. And I don't think I can really get away with that. But I have an idea to kind of do. I have my Team Trixie palette here, which has these kind of really pretty rosy mattes here. I think that, like a really soft cut crease, and then doing a really light frosty pink lid. Super 90s, super frosty, you know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So before I do that, I'm gonna put on a bunch of foundation. And I think the foundation that I'm gonna put on, girl, I'm still on my Revlon Color Station. I'm almost gonna go, like, this is my no tanning self right now. I'm even gonna go a little lighter because Judy Greer in this film is so fair. So I'm gonna go really, really light because this is the real 90s, you guys. The 2000s had not hit yet. It's not the tan look. I mean, Rose McGowan in this movie is like the color of a sheet of paper. It is very fair, people, even though I think these characters live in California. Nobody has a tan. I'm gonna start some foundation and come right back. I ended up grabbing this Milani soft brown. I actually think this is a really good color for this. Usually it's a little more caramely than my normal kind of like, normally drugstore brow products, we've talked about this on the channel before, are so gray because they're trying to make them universal. Everybody needs to stop texting me. Everyone, we're not as close as you think we are. We're just not as close as you think we are. Do you know how many times somebody will text me and go, thought of you? And I have to say, who is this? Who is this? I'd love to think of you, bitch, but I don't know who you are. You guys, I just want to speak. Why today? I just called Darren Stein, the director of Jawbreaker. You guys know I got to work with him. He knows I'm obsessed with Jawbreaker. I met him at DragCon in like 2016. He said, hi, you don't know me. I'm Darren. And I know you love my movie Jawbreaker. And I think I fell to the ground with his hands. I like held his hand and fell to the ground. And it really makes me think like, for Darren, for Darren and for Julie and for Judy, all these people were in this movie and worked in this movie. This is just a thing to them. But for me, a consumer of what they do, this movie like changed my life. I mean, this movie came out in 1994, 1999. Because right after Scream, Rose McGowan had just done Scream. Came out in 1999, you guys. So you gotta think beauty-wise, this is the chicks, this is Gwen Stefani, this is like Christina Aguilera. I mean, the beauty and the way like hair and makeup artistry is presented in this movie, in the storytelling. I mean, it's such a heightened version of high school. The popular girls are like runway models. Like they're like the it girls of a fancy high school. Not even that fancy. It's your high school. I get so ahead of myself. What I think this movie does really well, let me just get my eyebrow on. This is shocking. I'm so gross. Oh well. And I hate when I call myself gross and the comments are like, you shouldn't talk about yourself like that. Well, you're not in the video, are you? So I'm gonna talk however I want about myself. When you're in high school, the beautiful, popular girls in your mind are the most beautiful people you've ever seen and have ever lived. Right? At that time in your life, right? And this movie does a really good job of making like the beautiful popular girls in your school like almost like deities, like the chosen ones. And this movie really deals with like popularity and power and the abuse of that power in like the, public forum of a high school. It's really interesting how it talks about basically like if you're beautiful and popular in a high school, you can do anything. You can do anything to anyone. You can own people. Like you can basically decide who's popular. I mean, this film, they decide that Vylette is popular. It's like half of what makes Vylette popular is the way she transforms physically. The other half is that the other popular girls tell everyone that she's popular. And that's all it takes for her to become like the queen bitch of the school. I love this movie so much. Love her. Love Pink. By the way, if you guys are watching the pit stop, it's crazy that Love Pink has another breath of life because Love Pink is like the funniest thing. It's so funny. And I told Thorgy, just put Love Pink on a shirt and sell it. And she did, and I'm so happy she did. And that's why she owes me about 85% of the sales of that product. Thorgy, you know that's right. Wouldn't you guys love to have Thorgy on the channel? She'd be really fun on the channel, right? You guys tweet bomb Thorgy that she needs to come on the channel. Not when I'm here. Sometime, because Thorgy is so wild. I have some really good Thorgy stories. I'm just gonna tell them for no reason. She's not gonna watch this. She does not have broadband internet. So one time, I've told this story before, one time my luggage got lost and I didn't have any drag, and Thorgy said, she was not joking, she said, I have a bunch of eye pencils and a green clown wig. And she was like earnestly helping. And I was like, that doesn't help anyone but you. Nobody here is like, thank God you have a green clown wig. You know what I mean? Like the other good Thorgy story I have is I played a show at Irving Plaza, which if you guys were just in New York, we just played Irving Plaza DJing. But a few years ago, I played there with I played there when I played there when Two Birds came out. No, that's a lie. I played there for my touring show, ages 3 and up. Nope, it was Moving Parts. And we played Ma When I Put On the Dress Again, and I have my guitar, and I do this like fake violin solo. And Thorgy's backstage, and she has the bottle of the wine. Thorgy has a sip of the wine, and I could feel it coming, like 3, 2, 1. And Thorgy with the wine just goes, I just think it's funny that there's like a violin part in the show, and you didn't ask me. It's just, And I was like, you are a crazy person. And I'm right. I've always been right about that. Love Thorgy. She hates me. She will now. All right, we got some eyebrows on. Look at you guys, my little Makeup Forever palette. We're just like running out of everything. Good thing I'm going on break because we don't have a lot left. Love Pink. It's crazy in gay world how it's the stupidest thing. Like what do straight people have Hawk to it? That's what straight people have. Like I think straight people would watch that Love Pink meme and be like, why is this funny? I'm not explaining it. If you know, you know. And you gotta imagine at Trixie Mattel LLC, we use the word pink a lot. So Love Pink has always been in rotation. So now I think it's time to start with some eyeshadow. So I'm gonna start with doing some of the shading. And like I said, I have some colors I really wanna use from the Team Trixie palette. I love this palette and we don't use it that much. I love this palette. This and Girl Talk are honestly, like that's my Lisa Frank 90s girl shit. So when I was thinking of this look, I was like, oh, I have to use these palettes. So tonight, you guys, the event is at the Academy Museum. So in Los Angeles, they have the Academy Museum, which is where they have artifacts, you know, stuff to read, stuff to study about like history of film. Like they have like, you know, Laura Dern's shorts from Jurassic Park. They have like the Donnie Darko rabbit. They have C-3PO. They have a big room with just a painted backdrop so you can see how real like a painted mountainside can look on TV or on like it's just really interesting. And I've been there because the John Waters exhibit is there and it's really cool. If you're in LA, that John Waters exhibit is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Completely worth it. I was just there a couple months ago. I went to the screening of Serial Mom, which was really great. And I'm excited to be there for Jawbreaker because I love this movie and it's great to see. We use the word getting its flowers a lot. Love that this is actually gonna get its flowers tonight. Look at that, it's kind of pinky. Love pink. I'm going kind of neutral with this eye makeup, but honestly, like Judy Greer does not have a lot of eye makeup on in this movie. The look they kind of create for her when she becomes popular, it's a little bit like Marilyn. It's like a bold lip, little wing liner, and like blonde. She's not like heavy eyeshadow gal. All the beauty looks in this movie. I mean, Rose McGowan, her look is just like, you know, Satan. Julie Benz's look, I mean, she's in a short cropped blonde bob with all these like twists, almost like butterfly clips vibes with like little knots and stuff. And then Rebecca Gayheart, you guys, with straight hair. Think of Rebecca Gayheart, like think of her in Scream 2, think of her in Urban Legend. Straight hair Rebecca Gayheart in this movie. You know what I think of when Darren Stein? He has all these great parties at his house that I've been to, and I went to watch the Oscars at his house the year that Moonstruck was called, not called an accident. Do you remember that?
Moonlight.
What did I call it?
Moonstruck.
So Moonbeam, Love Pink. Moonlight was not called, and we were at this Oscar party, and that was so crazy in real life to watch, like at an Oscar party with a bunch of gays. To see like a gay, let's be honest, Jawbreaker is a gay movie. To see this movie get celebrated on this level tonight, I just like can't believe, I would pay to be in the audience. So to be able to be there on stage with the stars talking about it, I'm just like thrilled. Okay, when I was in college, I remember like my older gay male singing teachers making me watch like Mommy Dearest, like making me watch gay movies. That's how I feel with like 20-year-old twinks about Jawbreaker. I'm like, you're watching this movie and I'm gonna sit here and make you watch it. I just think it's everything. I mean, you guys know I nut for Clueless, but because I'm a horror person and this is such like a black comedy, it's so dark. Love. The soundtrack, you guys. The band at the prom in this movie is the Donnas, who's one of my all-time favorite girl bands. Come on. Veruca Salt. Opening with Volcano Girls. The whole opening sequence with making the Jawbreaker. When that starts, I get so f***ing gassed up for this movie. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, Darren and I also met because there's this rock band Deep Valley, these two gals, and they had a music video for their video, Little Baby Beauty Queen. And I played John Benet Ramsey, and Veronica Cartwright played my mom and strangled me to death in the music video. And Darren directed it. So that was a crazy day. I was also Death Defyingly Tan in the video with blue contacts. I look insane. I don't stand by the look. I look insane in that video. Insane, and not even in the good way. But it was fun to work with Veronica Cartwright. So Vylette does have this kind of wing, and obviously I'm Trixie. I'm not exactly the natural beauty of Judy Greer in the 90s. So we're gonna still have to put on the horror makeup today, all right? She and I met at some kind of after party. I think it was the 20 year for Jawbreaker. She was at the gay bar. So that's what kind of homosexual Judy is. And then I've seen her over the years and then kind of texted. If I'm watching, like I was on a plane watching a movie, and if she pops up in it, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm watching your movie. To be honest, you guys, like there are so many looks from this movie that I would have loved to do. Courtney Shane is Satan in this movie. She's so evil, you guys. There's this scene where she runs outside and Vylette is on the front of this Corvette dancing while the school cheers, which is so crazy. That would never happen, right? If you're a high schooler and somebody got out and started dancing in their car, everyone would be like, what is this bitch doing? And Courtney drags her inside because she's getting too powerful. She's getting too high in her own supply. Brings her in the women's room, slams her ass against the wall. Who the do you think you are, Angeline? It's so awesome. And then there's a line from Rocky Horror in it. So he goes, I made you and I can break you just as easily. So fucking fierce. I fucking love this movie. I'm so excited for tonight. And you know it's gonna be all fucking fat. You know it's gonna be all blue-haired, dangly earrings. it's from East Hollywood. They're gonna scream all night. You know it. They're so mean to each other. There's a part where Rose McGowan says to Judy Greer, "I'll shred you, you whore." High schoolers. You guys, I'm gonna do this to this side, this to this side, and we'll be right back. So the makeup is turning out really good. You guys, lately I've been trying to do a good job on my makeup. I just did Kelly Clarkson and I hated the way I did my makeup. I think I looked horrible. So I'm trying to like take more responsibility for trying to look good. I got Sweetie by Trixie Cosmetics. I don't get to use this one a lot because I use Dollface a lot. So let's use Sweetie because Vylette doesn't have that much blush on, but she definitely has more blush on than eyeshadow. So come on, Sweetie. Do you remember in The Office when Rashida Jones is like, "Who's Bob Vance?" And Phyllis goes, "You have a lot to learn about this town, Sweetie." Love. We love these Makeup by Mario brushes too, these double-sided ones, love pink. When I do my drag makeup, taking a step to do cream or liquid blush, it always feels tedious. And then when I do it at the end, when I put powder blush over it, I'm always like, oh, that looks so good. Because I'm trying to think when I'm on this big stage and I'm turning my head talking to these women, I want to make sure that my blush looks good. But yeah, you guys, Sweetie, this is such a soft like pink for people who are scared because it has that kind of terracotta, beigey, brownie, nudie, pinky, like it's very buffable. See? Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Love pink. Isn't that pretty, you guys? See that? Like if I ended up just powdering, that is so nice. So we're gonna do the white and the black liner, but we're gonna do a frosty lid. So I'm gonna powder my face. I'm gonna do my banana setting powder all over, and then I'm gonna start doing that white liner so that we can do some shadow, and we'll be right back. Here we are once again. So I haven't done the liner on the bottom yet or the black, obviously, but I want this lid, instead of just doing a white or a cream or a nude lid, I want like a 90s shimmer. So I have my Girl Talk palette here. And I've showed you guys this before, but sometimes when we have the prototypes, I get the ones that aren't done yet. Do you guys see how mine, instead of the shade names, it just says color name? Because sometimes we need to know what the packaging looks like before we can even figure out if a name fits. Sometimes we have great ideas for names and it's like there's not enough characters. I don't remember the color name of this shade because mine doesn't say. I love the shade. It's called Color Name, but it's this really frosty pink. But I'm gonna mix it with this shimmer white. You guys, what do you think about all this? Like, is anybody gonna match my freak? But none of this shit's that freaky. Everyone's like, who's gonna match my freak? Girl, that's a scrunchie. Like, I know people who eat shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm gay. Who's gonna match my freak? Why? Because you went to get a pizza? Like, what are you talking about? Who's gonna match your freak? I know people dressed as dogs drinking piss. Okay? Match their freak. Isn't that pretty? I think that's nice. I think the chicken was lovely. I think let's do the black and white liner and then let's come back. Well, fuckers. Well, I have the MAC Stack Mascara. I already have one coat on. I really love this mascara. I think this is the best mascara that MAC has put out. I've tried all of them. Every single one. And I think that this is just the best one. It's great separation. It doesn't smell like, for mascara, it doesn't smell gross. Like it has a chemical smell, but not in a sick way. That looks really good. And then, you guys, I have my Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen right here from NYX. And I use this for so many things. One of the things I'm gonna use it for quick is cutting the crease. I love using this to give just a little fold to my fake crease. So I'm gonna try not to f this up because you guys are watching. See that? Do you guys see from that side to that side, just having a fake fold, I feel like it just helps me get away with having less eyeshadow on. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys see the difference? I know I say that all the time with no response, but do you guys actually see the difference? I think it's different. I think there's a difference. There's a difference. We were very much in love. Very much in love, and there's a difference. Have you guys ever seen Romeo and Michelle? Probably not. You're all 12 years old, haven't seen Jawbreaker, haven't seen Romeo and Michelle. I feel like when I was younger and the old gays would try to make me watch movies, I'd be like, wow, Sunset Boulevard. What a sleigh. Sorry, horrible. But then when I feel like these 90s movies are actually so cutty, and then you're like, wow, the 90s is equal parts embarrassing, but in gay ways, sometimes really fierce. I always struggle with this eye, you guys. Sometimes older drag queens, you get close and you get close to their makeup and all the lines are all and you're like, can she see that? No, they can't. Old drag queens, if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside. That looks pretty great. I'm really happy with this. I think that this cream blush could use a little more blush, so I'm just gonna pop into here. I don't wanna go too hard, because I would never do that. I'm trying to go soft and beautiful and feminine, but I think Show Pony's gonna be too much heat. You know what? This is a teachable moment. So when you have a blush that's really bold, you can use a dual fiber brush to just give it a little more of a thinner look, right? When you really just want a veil. So like a brush like this is how you would get away with using something that's like more intense. And I'll just like touch the ends of it, because dual fiber brushes have a very soft touch. Because this is Show Pony, which is bold. I mean, it works on a lot of different skin tones, but it can really go hard, especially since I'm layering over cream blush. And this is gonna help a little bit more color without being too fierce. See? Like that's that color. Oh my God, when I worked at makeup counters, these dual fiber brushes, I mean, they really can, you could do liquid foundation with these, powder foundation with these, highlighter. You can also take these and pinch them and then you basically have a fan brush. I love brushes like this. I mean, you wouldn't know it's this. It looks so sheer, it's veiled. Sheer for me. So I'm gonna go get the Vylette hair and outfit on and then we'll do the lips and then, whew. Now it's a bold move to go to a movie premiere. Well, movie celebration for a film from 25 years ago with the real people in it, dressed as the real people. But you know what? I'm a bold gal who apparently can't tie an ascot. Come on. For some reason, when I try to tie an ascot, it looks like someone's asshole. It's fine. I'll do it live. You guys, this is kind of this wig you've seen a million times, and I tried to kind of like Vylette-ify it. I do look like 90s Anne Heche, but hey, I'll take it. Anne Heche was gorgeous. So I have my all the way setting spray here. I like to use the setting spray before lips. So if you guys remember, this product extends the wear of your makeup. Softens the skin over time, controls shine, and like hydrates through makeup without adding any shine, which I really love. And it has a beautiful peach scent. The pictures I looked at of Vylette, she kind of has a nice pink mouth on, so I want to do a pink mouth. I think I want to wear Love Interest, which I don't get to wear very often. And this is like kind of a bigger venue, the Academy Museum where they watch the movies and have the talkbacks. It's a huge room. So I want to wear like a bolder mouth. And there's this scene in Jawbreaker where like as Vylette gets more evil, she kind of wears more makeup, or more, not evil, but like corrupted by like being popular. And there's this scene where she has this like bright, hot pink mouth on and the edges are overdrawn, almost like divine, like really overdrawn. So I kind of want to give that. This is Talking Points pencil, my favorite lip pencil. Beautiful. This is always the phase in the lip products where I look like Lisa Frank Gomez Adams. By the way, beautiful hand mirror. If you guys don't know, we're running a special. We have this exact hand mirror for sale at TrixieCosmetics.com for the original price because it's fucking worth it. Now for depth, you guys know I'm obsessed with magenta lip pencil from MAC. So I don't know what it is, you guys. My accent has been coming back. I feel like I'm doing a making fun of version of the accent that I really have, so I don't know. It's because I've been talking to my mom so much. She's like, hey kid, just check it in. And this is Love Interest lipstick. I don't get to wear it very often, but it's really pretty. It's like an electric watermelon. This is exactly the lipstick I was trying to create. This is literally exactly what I hoped it would look like. That so rarely happens. Oh yeah, bitch. Oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted. Literally in the film, she has this lipstick on. Beautiful. I just, I really wanted to look good because obviously, Judy, who played Vylette, will be there, but I love this movie and the makeup in this movie, you guys, is so well done. The hair and the makeup in this movie is just amazing. Love Interest lipstick. Why do I never wear this? It's so beautiful. I have mine on over foundation, so it's a little light, but on a normal person, you guys, it has this really beautiful, like creamy electric watermelon. I don't know how to describe it, but it's so pretty. I got this Jawbreaker bag, so cool, right? Yes, it reminds me of a basketball, sports. So I'm gonna put on my pumps and some perfume and we're gonna go to the Academy Museum to introduce Jawbreaker, shall we? We're on the way to the thing. We're here in this beautiful, incredible neighborhood that we call Hollywood, where everything's clean, safe, people are respectful, super, super, super cautious drivers. And we're almost to the Academy Museum. So let's go inside. Thank you, Trixie, hello.
Nice to meet you.
I'm so polite. Oh, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Can I get one too?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Trixie.
Oh, hi.
My friend Johnny loves you.
Oh, thank you to Johnny.
Sleeping
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. No problem.
We love your shows.
Thank you very much.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
So, it is sold out. And
Oh, good. Hear that?
a ton of excitement.
Shit's sold out. You're welcome, America. Actually, I learned on Wikipedia that this film did not have immediate cult status. So I like when movies like later on become like, a huge deal. This movie's always been a huge deal to me. Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. Don't you look so nice too? Wow. I'm Trixie. Hello.
I'm Julie.
Julie, nice to meet you. I think there's gonna be a lot of gay people. I think they're gonna scream at a very high level decibel. Right here. I just was bragging to everyone.
My full weight on you?
Yeah. I was bragging to everyone that I actually know you guys. This is Darren. I don't want to get body makeup on you.
How are you?
25 years of Jawbreaker.
25 years. Feels like yesterday.
What do you have to say to the kids? Because, I have a lot of youths who watch this channel, and this film could be brand new to them. What would you say to somebody seeing this for the first time?
Gird your loins.
It is not for the faint of heart. I rewatched it for this. The language, Darren.
On Twitter, I'll see people say like, I saw this too young and it scarred me for life. And to me, that's the biggest compliment.
Pretty much the vibe. I was saying some of the language, it's like when she's like, I'll shred you, you whore.
Yeah, why not go there?
And that's
It's
what your
very
diary
harsh.
reads like, huh?
Like, that's the girl I wanted to be. Like I was just writing for myself.
I was gonna say, were you one of these girls in high school, or did you?
No, I went to an all-boys school, so this is the fantasy of a high school experience I never had.
I think that if you imagine what it's like to go to a co-ed high school, the girls looked and talked exactly like
Like
that.
Amazons,
Yeah.
like they were out of Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Yeah.
Yeah, love you. Thank you for having me.
I love you.